What's going on, portrait photographers? In this video today, I want to show you how to create packages inside of Honeybooks that you can send to your clients. And essentially, these are not packages, but these are like kind of like proposals. So you essentially will be sending your client a proposal to them. That's what it will be inside of Honeybooks. So I'm going to show you how to send them a proposal, aka send them your packages inside of Honeybooks so you can start booking more photography clients. So if you look at my screen on the left side, I have 3 packages up that one of my students created. On the right side, I am inside of Honeybooks. So once you are inside of Honeybooks, what you want to do is you want to go to, you should see this home dashboard right here, and yours may be a little bigger, but mine's is kind of tabbed and smaller. And what you want to do is you want to go to Tools, and when you're inside of Tools, you want to go to My Templates. Okay, we're going to click My Templates. And what you're going to create is a proposal. Now, a proposal consists of an invoice, a contract, and a way to pay. Okay, so that's essentially a proposal: an invoice, a contract, and a way to pay. So what you want to do, if you look at this, you can download a smart file. You can let me make this bigger. You can download a smart file, and I'm just going to go to Create New. I'm going to hit Proposal. So if you look at this, on the left side, I have all. I went to Create New. I went to Proposal. So we're going to create a proposal. I'm going to create a proposal. Okay. So like I said, a proposal is going to be 3 pages. The first page is going to be your invoice that a client will see. The next page is going to be the contract that you want them to fill out. And then the last page is, of course, going to be your pay page so you can get that money. So let's say I have my lowest package, which is $500, as you see on the screen. The first slide that we want to start with is the invoice slide. So let me make this one smaller. We want to start with the invoice slide first. Okay, the invoice page first. Got you. Okay, so we're going to start with the invoice page first. Now, all of this is customizable. I would just rock with the default because it's kind of easier. You don't have to do anything extra. Okay, I will rock with the default. All this is going to auto-populate when you send it to them and all that type of stuff. All this is going to auto-populate and do that. So the first thing you want to do is come to a service item. And inside the service item, I'm doing my basic package. For the start, I'm going to just call this one basic package, and you can name yours to whatever package you have. So this one is going to be basic package, right? And you can hit create basic package so you won't have to do this over and over and over again, but create basic package, okay? And then we want the quantity to be 1, and then we want the unit price essentially to be what is the cost of your session. So if you look at what the cost of this session is, it's going to be $500 on the left side. So I'm going to hit $500, okay? And then I want to enter a description. So the description is usually what does that package include. So I would start off with something like this. This package includes, and then I would do a colon or a semicolon, whatever that is. And then I would insert what it all includes. So if you see for me, I just already had my packages outlined. Well, my client, my student already had her packages outlined. So inside of there, I would just come in and boom, put everything that's included with the package, right? Put everything that's included with the package. And you also can get a little bit more fancier and change the picture on there. And you change the picture by clicking this like thumbnail on the left-hand side. So you will change that picture. And you can choose a picture that you like. I'm going to use one of the pictures my student already has in there. And then also what you could possibly do is you can add tags to your stuff. So let's say if you want to add tags, you would click this tax bubble right here. And depending on what your tax rate in your city is, you have to change that. So I know Michigan is going to be 6%. I don't know what my students is in Nashville, but she would want to go in here and change this. So in order to go in here and change this, what you would do is just go to invoice settings, and then you can change your tax rate. And honestly, if you have not started using Honeybooks already, you can click the link in the description, and I have a code that's going to get you a very good discount for Honeybooks so that you can get started in your Honeybooks journey. So now we just insert the information for our packages. What we want to do now is we want to go ahead and we want to create the payment plan. We want to create the payment plan. Okay. So with Honeybooks, they have 2 options. They have a preset plan, like a plan you preset for the client. And they also have a client will select their plan. So I'm going to go with majority. What majority most likely be will be what majority will most likely be like. And that will be a deposit, and you pay the remaining balance on the day of the shoot. So for me, and well, for my student, let's say she wants to have a $100 deposit, right? And then she wants to have the rest due on the day of the photo shoot. Okay. So what you want to do is, the first thing you want to do is make the first line your deposit line. So as you see, I click in here, I put custom amount. I can put 100, or maybe you want 50% down. You could do 50%. It's all about how you want to do it. But I'm going to go with, let's just say you have a set dollar amount for your deposit. For your due date, you want to make sure you put that on invoice date. That's the date that they're going to get the invoice from you to be able to book. And the cool thing about Honeybooks is going to auto populate for you, so you don't have to worry about changing the dates out and et cetera. It's going to auto populate for you. Okay, so you have this invoice date, but you can change it if you wanted to. But usually you want your deposit to start the session. And then now this is the cool thing is, let's say you want to get your money maybe a week before or on the day of. You would just change this number, right, to equal payment, so you can get the rest of the money on the day of, or get the rest of the money. And then you could choose when you want it. So you could do a smart date, 1 month, like one, and then you could change it to 1 day, 1 week, 1 month after the invoice has been sent, before project date, after project date. Typically, a lot of people are going to want it on project date. So, you can put it where a smart date, then you can do maybe 1 day before project date, right? You want to do the day before, be due the day before. Or let's just say the date that your client's going to shoot. You can go custom date, and you can put that date for them. There's so many different options you can do. But a lot of you guys probably are going to do on the day of your photo shoot. So you want to hit project date. You want to do project date because it's going to be due on the day of the photo shoot. But if you're not, you can change all of that up. Okay. And then you want to hit save. So that's going to be your invoice portion. This is what a client is going to see and get from you in order to book the session. And then you can change this up here. You want to title this based on your packages. So you can say this one is basic package. And what I did is I just went all the way to the top left, clicked it, and then boom, did basic package. Okay. And you always want to make sure you rename your stuff really before you start grooving, because you will forget, then it's going to be kind of confusing. Another cool thing inside of here is that you can change the color of your buttons and all that type of stuff. So if you hit customize theme, you can change your fonts, your buttons, and your colors to match your brand colors. Or if you already set up your company theme, you can just set up your company theme and you'll be good. But I'm just going to hit save because we're not focusing on that right now. Now, the next thing is going to be your contract. So Honeybooks already has contracts embedded inside of here that you can use. And when I first started using Honeybooks, I honestly used their contracts because I didn't have a contract kind of to use for myself. So what you could do is you can either copy and paste the contract that you have inside of here, or you can use one of their default contracts. So to use one of their default contracts, what you could possibly do is you can come to contracts, and I believe inside of here there is a way to it's been so long since I've done this, but there's a way to implement a contract. Let me see. Boom. So when I clicked on this white space, it says reuse contract from a template. So we can reuse a contract from a template that we already have. And if you scroll down, you see Honeybooks has these templates that you can use. So the typical one, if you're a portrait photographer, it can either be a general contract or it can be a portrait contract, which is right here. So I'm gonna go with the general contract, keep it super simple. Go to general contract, and as you see, it tells you how to use this template. And if you look on your Honeybooks contract, these things that are highlighted blue, they are called smart fields. So what smart fields are fields that auto populate when you add when you send the invoice to a certain client or proposal to a certain client. So you don't have to worry about coming in here and changing it more and more and more every single time. And Honeybooks, they have great contracts. I would say just make sure you go through it and make sure, the contracts are as good as you want it to and cover the things you want it to. I went in and added some things and took some things out based on my business, but you would have to go in and add and take some things out based on your business. Okay. So let's just say you used their contract, or you decided to use your contract. You would just put that inside of there, and then you would hit update template. Make sure you're saving it. Make sure you're saving it. And then you see it saving on my end. And then the next thing that you want to do, which is our last step, is you want to make sure that you get your pay correctly. So if you look on the right hand side and you click pay, and then you come over to the middle where you're editing at, and you click the pay, pay box or whatever this information is in, you have the options to choose what your client can pay with, choose if they can have a tip, choosing auto pay and late fees. So let me give you what I do, and then you can apply this to your business or change it however you want to go about it. So what I do is, I honestly went through bank transfer. I don't like bank transfers anymore because they take too long to come through. The merchant fee is lower, but the bank transfer take too long to come through. They honestly do. So I just go for credit and debit cards, and credit card mean credit and debit. And then I do keep that my client can leave a tip, and I love to have on auto pay. Okay, I love to have on auto pay. Like, my client has to auto pay using the same card. If you want to collect cash on the day, if you can, and you just want to come in here and mark this as paid, you can. But me personally, I want all on card. I don't want any cash unless it's in tips. And then you also can do a late fee. I don't have a late fee, with my client, like a pay late fee. But if you want to put that on there, you can have a late fee as well. Now, once you do that, you can hit update template, and you can be done. But let me let you guys know some other pages you might want to add on here. So let's say if you want to add a thank you page that clients go to, Honeybooks has a default thank you page, but I have a custom thank you page once clients book that has a video and stuff on it. So you would just hit add page, and you can hit start from blank, and then you can add, like, let's say if I want to have like a text, and I want to say something like, thank you for booking. Watch the video below for next steps. Okay, watch the video below for next steps. I would click this plus, and then I would throw in a video, and then I probably would have like another plus, and I would throw in a button. I know they have buttons. Where's the button? Where's the button? I guess we don't have buttons on this page. Wow. But I essentially would put like a button on there. Oh, as you see right here, these layouts, I would have like a video with a button and etc. I see it still doesn't give me a button, but you can kind of customize this, to your liking and what you want to do to improve your client experience. Maybe you have a first page that opens them up and shows them like, hey, this is this package and this is what it includes. And it's like a first page, like a home page essentially, before they go into the proposal. And that can help you increase your client, your client experience, make it a little bit more personal. Okay. So I would hit update template, and let's just say you are ready to use this, right? You are ready to use this. You can use this on a client right now. You can use this with a client right now, or you can duplicate this, whatever you want to do. But this is ready to use. So as you see at the top right, it says use template. You can click use template, maybe type in a new project name, or you probably have a project already put up. Hit create smart file. It's going to implement all the data in there for you. And boom, you have the package or proposal, however you want to call it, ready for your client. And let's just say if you have more than one package, an easy way to do this would just be going back. As you see, what I did was I hit this back arrow. And then instead of me going over this and doing it, like, let's say if you have a thank you page and you duplicating a lot of stuff, instead of you going back and doing that stuff over again, you can just hit these three dots, hit duplicate. Like, I'm going to make 2 more packages. You hit these 3 dots, hit duplicate, and you're good. You're good to go. And I just will rename these. So we got basic package, and to rename it, I will hit configure. But we got basic package. Let's see what the other package we got. Middle package. We have middle package. You can choose a thumbnail and et cetera and go through all of this if you want to. We have middle package right there. And then if I want to configure the next one again, it would, be like luxury package, right? So that is how you create proposals or create packages inside of Honeybooks for your portrait photography experience. My name is Jalen Dorsey Mitchell. I'm your marketing coach. And if you want some more accountability or you want more community, you can join my free marketing community for portrait photographers. That's literally what it is on Facebook. The Facebook group is a free marketing community for portrait photographers where I go live in there and I can answer some of your questions that you have about marketing your photography business. So I will catch you on the next video. You have a good one.